with comedian David Boyle, and I'm quitting alcohol. So, day 13 at the Edinburgh Festival, and it is a hell of a fucking festival, this one. So, I did my clean show today. I haven't done a clean set, I reckon, for fucking 10 years. I can't even remember doing a clean set. So, it was at 12:30 today. Just after lunch, perfect time to be hearing the boy owl. You've just had a feed and you're ready to see some fucking PG comedy. And I thought PG comedy was like fucking adults, just adults that are fucking pussies. You know what I mean? Just scared pussies that don't want you going anywhere near the fucking line. The line is here. I don't want to see you anywhere fucking near it. But I turn up today and waiting in line is a fucking bunch of kids. Like kids. Like fucking kids. There must have been 12 fucking kids in this show. And I'm like, what the fuck am I meant to do here? What topics do I have for fucking 9-year-old kids? Nothing. What do these kids fucking care about anything I'm about to say? What do I care what these fucking kids think of what I have to say anyway? Why am I performing to fucking kids? Do I have a fucking red nose? Can I fucking make balloon animals? No, what the fuck are their kids here for? So I'm like, I'm fucked here. I'm completely fucked. What the fuck am I going to do? I'm like, I'm just going to have to do premises with no punchlines. I'm going to have to take out all the punchlines, all the swearing, all the funny, anything fun. I'm going to have to make my set unfunny, for starters. All the things that make my comedy funny are crossing the line for this show. So I'm like, all right, it's just premises and inflection now. Did you hear what the papa? Did you do? Say hi, kids. You know, just fucking change the volume of your voice. That's the joke now. Just the changing of the volume of your voice. But the thing is, like, even if I do take away all the fucking punchlines, all the teeth out of the jokes, just completely take everything out of it, there's still the problem of the way I look. I don't look like a PG comedian. My voice doesn't sound PG. My head is not My head is fucking R18. Just looking at my head, you know it's R18. You're like, that is not a PG head. People under 18 shouldn't even look at my fucking head. For several fucking reasons. But anyway, I was like, I'm here now. And I can't back out of the gig. So let's see what happens. This is the Fringe. And it's just another fucking curveball. Another day, another humiliating curveball. Self-flagellation. So the first guy goes on, he comes out, he's like a PG comic, and I'm like, how did it go? He's like, they're very attentive, they didn't really laugh, but that was more my fault. I'm like, well, if they didn't fucking laugh at your PG bullshit, then how are they going to laugh at my stuff? And the MC's like, I'm going to do a little bit of material in between you two guys, just pad it out a bit. I'm like, can you do like fucking 45 minutes? Just do 45. So he goes on, I'm watching. He does like 1 minute, then brings me on, and I get on stage, and the whole front row is just kids. One of them's like a Jew kid with a fucking yarmulke. Like, it was a whole family of Jews there, but the Jew kid was in the front row, and I'm just looking at them going, all right, well, where do we start? Where do we start here? I'm like, hey guys, are you having fun? I tried to pander. I fucking pandered. I'm like, I at least have to fucking sound like I'm a nice guy. So I'm like, hey, hi guys. How's it all going today? Honestly, my voice wasn't far off that. And then I was like, so has anyone had cancer? No, I didn't. I'm like, what did I open with? I opened with something about fucking drinking and then being in India and all this sort of stuff. And it's just like, it's not even like bombing. It's just not anything. I'm just like telling them the premises of like little jokes that lead into big jokes. So I'm telling them the premise of shitty little jokes that sort of lead nowhere. And I'm getting nothing out of these little cunts. I'm not even looking at the parents. I'm like, fuck you, parents. What are you doing here? There was some grandpas and grandmas in there as well. It was like fucking not my demographic. 6-year-old kids and 86-year-old fucking adults. That is that is fucking not my fucking demo, all right? So I continue with this like mediocre fucking show. I get like one laugh. I got like a decent laugh. It stopped real quickly. It was like just abruptly ended. So I'm 2 minutes in. I've already gone through my best material. That's a problem. I got one like quick laugh and I'm like, I've got to do 8 minutes. I've got to bridge the gap somehow. So I'm going through. Also, I was not prepared for this. I didn't prepare at all. I stayed up all night scrolling and then I slept in. So I'm going through the Rolodex of all my fucking stuff on the spot. I'm like, that's not going to work. That's not what about this? Okay, we'll try this. Absolutely nothing. And that's like fucking 3 minutes in now. And I'm not even struggling up there. I'm comfortably like eating shit. And then I see these little fucking cunts in the front rows sort of like getting bored. I'm like, you fucking little fucks. And then the fucking yarmulke cunt, the little fucking Jew kid, fucking yawns and rolls his eyes at me. The little fucking... I was just looking at him going, I've got fucking like 2 minutes on Jew cunts here. Fucking roll your eyes at me and yawn at me. You're lucky I don't do the fucking Jew stuff in front of your dad. You're lucky I don't fucking tear that yarmulke off your head and beat you half to death with it, cunt. He's like a 6-year-old. He's like a fucking 6-year-old. So that fucking annoyed me when that cunt fucking yawned. And so the niceness in my voice disappeared. And I'm like, all right, I need to get through this. How am I going to get through this? I'm still doing material while I'm thinking this. It's not even material. I'm getting like fucking pitter-patters of laughter. I think I got 2 like okay or 3 okay laughs. Like, in like 8 minutes. And there was like a lady in front of me, one of the parents, and she's looking at me and she knows the score. She's laughing. I'm not even doing anything. I'm smiling at her and she's laughing because she knows I don't belong in this room at all. She was in like her early 40s or something like that and was like, nah, this guy has obviously gone into the wrong fucking room and now he's struggling. So she's sort of laughing and I'm like, fuck, you've nailed it. I do not belong here. So I fucking just battle my way through. And here's the thing, when you're doing a clean show like that, it's not just the swearing and the drugs and the fucking and the fucking scary topics and all that you can't do. It's like, it goes down even further. Like, I started talking about like war movies and shit. And I can't even talk about that because the little fucking cunts in the front row, they're not watching fucking Fury or Schindler's List or fucking, what's the other one? Saving Private Ryan? What the fuck am I doing here? So anyway, I fucking finished that set and I'm just like, well, it's just another fucking day at the Fringe, isn't it? It's just another day at the Fringe. At least I have my own show coming up. At least I've got a fucking chance there. And and I've got a new flyer as well. I've got a new flyer. Daniel's been replaced, and I did not think it was possible to find someone even worse than Daniel. But my new flyer, she's fucking... And she is a she as well. 100% my new flyer is a she. She's one of those shop girls. You know, like those girls that fucking walk around the bars and they're like, hey, do you want a Jaeger bomb? It's only £4. And you're like, no, I don't really want one, but I would like your titties to stay right next to me for another couple of minutes. So yes, I'll get 2. 2 Jaeger bombs, please. So she's one of those girls. So she has experience in approaching people. People are happy to take flyers from her as well because, well, guys are happy to take flyers from her because she does have the cans pretty far out. They're out there. They are far out there. The only problem is you cannot get the bitch to reply to a fucking message. Are you going to fly today? Please, for the love of God, let me know if you're going to fly us so I can get someone else. No reply. Can you please fucking come down like half an hour before my show and just hand out some flyers, please? And a reply, no problem. That's going to be fine. Fucking half an hour before my show. Hey, do you mind doing some flyering for yourself today? Because I really want to go see a show. So how does fuck you sound? And I'm like, all right, yeah, that's cool. You go see your show. I'll just stand his fucking festival. I swear to God. But she did do flyering for me yesterday. And in the 15 minutes she did, she pretended she did an hour. But I walked up and down the street, couldn't find her. Then tried to call her. And amazingly, she popped out of nowhere 5 minutes later. She was like, I was flying on the fucking Golden Mile or whatever the fuck it's called. I'm like, yeah, you were. I'm sure you were. Anyway, she was flying for about 8 minutes. And honestly, she gave out more flyers than Daniel did in 12 days. So if I can get her to work more than 10 minutes a day, then hopefully these last 3 shows might go all right. So today I had 6 people in my show. It went good. It was a nice show. There was good laughs. Hung out with my man fucking Callum from Glasgow for an hour or so after the show. A lover of the oppression chamber he is too. A good man, Callum. I'm fucking digging hanging out with the listeners. But fucking hell, 3 days to go. That's all there is. No more fucking around with flyers. No more fucking sweating my nuts off in that fucking room. No more looking at fucking other comedians' dumb fucking heads. No more bombing. No more doing well. No, just fucking get the fuck out of here. 3 more days to go and that's a wrap. It's the home stretch, baby. And I'm fucking ready to roll. Anyway, that will do for tonight. If you're enjoying the podcast, give it a share around with your friends. Add me on social media on Boyle Comedy on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. And I'll see you the fuck later.